Namaste, angels. I'm going to do a couple of client readings. I don't know why I wanted to wait until today, but I specifically did want to wait until today to do them. And today being the 23rd, it's now 1:52 in the morning on the 23rd Eastern Standard Time. Mercury is direct. So that's what I was moved to wait for, but I'm not really sure why. Maybe I'm reading for a Gemini and or Virgo. These are actually repeat clients. I'm going to do 2 of my Patreon supporters and then a third for a repeat client of mine that has some past life questions and wants to look into a relationship. So that should be interesting. All right, let's get started. I don't know what was coming to mind. I'm going to begin with friendship in what I call the hashtag creepy deck. And I saw this card opposite like the brunette female and karma a couple times. So I think that there may be a toxic friendship surrounding you and or, somebody close to you and or involved in the union, impactful upon the union, perhaps a divine masculine. Also, at this point, what I do think I remember about this particular client for whom I'm going to read is that her divine masculine is a Capricorn. And the sun has entered Capricorn at this point. So happy birthday to all the Capricorns. Sun is into Capricorn. Saturn itself, Capricorn's ruling planet, has entered Capricorn. Lilith is in Capricorn as well. Maybe she's the brunette female. Black Moon Lilith. That may be it. Okay, so I'm beginning with friendship. An opening to past love. Friendship. And dating queen. Friendship. So destiny. This is one of the combinations I saw before. It was like destiny, karma, brunette female. And I'm like, Destiny at the bottom. I'll go one more. Short-term heartbreak. Destiny. I'm going to cut. I started to go again. I'm going to cut like I originally said. True love. Interesting. The overall energy is again friendship. And this can have many meanings. In fact, it does have many meanings for me. So we'll see what it represents because it actually can represent the union as well. It doesn't have to just be what I felt so far with a toxic friendship. With this being the overall energy, it can also be the couple, the divine couple, and like the real foundation and genuine basis for a relationship. Speaking of them, divine couple. Recent past, near future. The masculine's higher self, blocks to the union. The feminine can do, the masculine can do, further advice from the universe, and the outcome. Divine couple. Young female, so Sagittarius energy surrounding this, perhaps it getting a boost or a jolt, like fire and passion. We're going to run after what we want and grab it from the Sagittarius new moon, which was just a couple of days ago, and of which is energy we should be surrounded by for, a good 2 weeks. Recent past, karma. So I told you this was popping up. For one thing, attached to this friendship. Maybe we're mending relationships with friends. Maybe we are ending relationships with friends. I didn't mean to rhyme, but you know, whatever way you have to go with that. Near future. Spiritual growth as a result of having dealt with the karmic lessons. Masculine's higher self. Beauty queen. Feeling good. I heard clean. I'm trying to think. I did have a couple of clients. There was one time, I think she may be one of them. This one time, I was picking up Capricorns. Not only was I picking up Capricorns specifically in a general reading, but I was picking up addicted, like substance abuse addicted Capricorns. I just heard clean. He may have been one of them, this gentleman for whom I'm reading, and maybe feeling good about himself because he's in some sort of treatment program or something. That's a possibility. Or maybe he's already gone through one and he's sober. Clean. So I'm not sure if that means getting clean or already clean, but feeling really good and confident and healthy and good looking. All of that. Attractive to other people too. Very Empress as well, like ready for a new start. Crossing this, which I said could represent Sagittarius, or this card often does represent Sagittarius for me. This could be the Sagittarius new moon. This could be why there's a new start. Blocks to the union. Dark male. This, if he is in fact the divine masculine, because again, that was some memory. I think he was. I think it was a Capricorn. In any case, whether he is or not, this would be the divine masculine, whomever he is, standing in his own way. Although he's doing this, maybe because he's not standing in his own way in a negative sense, but the union is blocked because of him, because he's working on this karmic issue of, I think, relief from a substance abuse problem.
Do you have a small box for this?
What can the feminine do here? There's young male, and I think this is him too. This is also the divine masculine. She's guided to remain focused and patient, right? During this period of karma and spiritual growth. What can he do? True gem. He's going to come into some realizations and further awakening about like who's real and who's fake in his life. That's also attached to karma and spiritual growth, right? It's what the divine masculine's going through. Further advice from the universe. Fun times. Be more social as well, especially if you're feeling good and looking good. Let's start to be more social. And the outcome here. Passion. And look how it's mirroring the Sagittarius. I said the fire, the passion, the burning, that's what's represented by the union. So we began with that and we end with that energy as well. Awesome. I think I'm going to use these same cards to look at the masculine perspective. So we'll begin with the spiritual growth, opening to money, which could represent him again as a Capricorn. These would be coins, right? Or pentacles. Money. Past life. And money. Courting man. He could need money in order to be able to Perhaps do some old-fashioned courting. Money again. And the Ice King. Could absolutely be about getting organized, right? This is very emperor for me. The same way I said the beauty queen was very empress. This card is very emperor. The emperor in the traditional tarot represents the sign of Aries, or the planet Mars for me, as does this card. It also tends to speak Scorpio, because Mars is also a ruler of Scorpio, as well as Leo and air signs, right? Ice King. So, money and children coming into play. Children again. That young boy card may have another meaning too. I just got like a piece of something. It wasn't a complete picture. So maybe some more will come. And back to the Ice King. This could also just represent the divine masculine in general. Because it's very masculine, period, the card, the energy that comes from it. And, you know, like very leader, father, man. And again, Leo. So that like the King of Fire, for example. Aw, the overall energy is twin flame. Very nice. This would be the feminine with regard to herself. So the one card that I pulled from the feminine's higher self. The masculine as it relates to the feminine himself. And the union. Overall, what the masculine would have the feminine do toward this union, what he himself is willing to do, what the universe would have the two to work on, and the outcome here. Feminine. Triangle. Interesting, because I felt both of those gentlemen that showed up in the other spread to be the divine masculine. But maybe that overall energy of friendship and the karmic friendship that I was feeling is what this triangle was about. You may have some choices to make. The masculine about the feminine, travel, and it's back like toward her. There may have been some situation and wanting to reunite here, get back together. The masculine about himself. This is also a card of movement in general. So like things getting moving, right, with the feminine. Masculine himself, short-term heartbreak, or like he needs a pause, a healing period, sort of like the three of air or swords moving toward the Four of Swords, like that a moment to maybe mourn something, get over something and take a break. Like I don't feel him wallowing in misery or anything, but like when you need a moment, if that makes any sense. And that would make sense with the other spread where he was going through some karmic issues and, like I said, not standing in his way in a malicious sense, but he's got stuff to do, so he can't really engage right now, but that doesn't mean he doesn't want to. And the union as a whole, right now he's reading as like bad for him at the moment. And again, I guess that's because he's going through something. So it's something that he wants to avoid in the moment. But we see here again that he doesn't want to avoid her, and therefore the union in general. It's this thing that he's going through. Overall, friendship. So this can be about, again, having had to end a friendship, or he's dealing with a karmic issue surrounding the friendship. And then also, I think friendship with her, as it could have more than one meaning. We saw before. Also thinking about that, and again, getting back to it, going back to it. What would he have her to do? This is recognizing him as like changed, as recognizing the growth. This card, similar to the Emperor, the other one that I said reminds me of Emperor. This one comes through as a very Mars and father-like and Emperor sort of energy too, but also in a literal sense, mature man, like maturity, growth, movement, change. So he would have her to like recognize that. What is he willing himself to do? Be more social. So this is back yet again. Be more social, more engaging. And it's funny because Capricorn is one of the signs that I read when I pick up that wallflower card. And it is about the need to engage too. What would the universe have the two to do? Aww, dating. This is certainly being more social. So the universe on par with the masculine here. I just got something with these two being connected too. This, if you've got a toxic friendship or a karmic still lingering, a cord you need to cut or whatever, he's picking up on that too. I'm not saying he knows like, oh, she's got, you know, in a 3D sense, but there's something with the energy being thrown off that's being reflected here with this. And the outcome, money. This, as it relates to relationship for me, is again about growth and also longevity, right? Pentacles, particularly the court cards, if I was using, you know, like actual tarot cards, but Pentacles indicate long-lasting, like fruitful, abundant. That's the word I'm looking for. Relationships, in my opinion, and like based in the right things, right? Based in friendship that has grown into love. So it's built on the right foundation. Really, really beautiful. And again, of course, that makes sense within the overall energy of twin flame. When I picked that up, it's upside down, but mature woman is under here. So there again is an indication that there may be some, if not May, December, like one is maybe the more youthful, even more silly perhaps, and one more and maybe more liberal and free thinking and all that stuff, and maybe one more reserved and conservative and all of that, if not, you know, older and younger. And that can be another reason of mature man too. Like, even if he is younger, to see him as this person, particularly if he's a Capricorn, that's certainly a mature sign. Very nice. I'm going to go to the Angel Tarot now. Begin with life experience, or the Tower, in Archangel Chamuel. A significant life event, a powerful revelation that leads to change. It's time to spread your wings. And opening to the Seven of Water, a complex decision, the need to do research, stop procrastinating. The Seven of Water also, for me, specifically represents the planet Neptune, and that like foggy, dreamy mindset that we can get into. You know, well, really, yeah, we need to snap out of it and, you know, and get up and do something and make a decision, make a choice, or focus on one, you know, like, or go do some work, all that kind of stuff. Tower. And awakening also represents the planet Neptune for me and the sign of Pisces. It's the hanged man in the traditional tarot. Look at things from a different perspective. You're at a temporary standstill. It's important to be yourself. So there could be a Pisces or a water sign, or we do have Neptune actually retrograde in its sign, Pisces, as well as Chiron, that the wounded healer that went direct on the 5th in Pisces. It had been retrograde in Pisces as well. So those can be two things going on that are affecting you and or your divine masculine, or the union as a whole, or something, you know, something or someone close to you. The Tower back, I'll go one more, and it's the Ace of Fire. So the Ace of Fire can represent, similar to that Emperor card, Emperor-like card that showed up here before, the planet Mars and the signs of Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, or even Scorpio. An exciting new opportunity, career advancement, change your life now. So that it can be a good tower, right? For a brand new opportunity, something or someone or a combination of those about which you are extremely passionate. And that's what shakes up your life. That's why the Tower shows up. Ace of Fire. I'm going to cut. Let's get on with this and see what else we can see. They're good and cut here. And it's the Nine of Water. Your wish comes true. Concerns fade away and you have a love of life. Yes, the Nine of Water is a yes. A resounding yes from the Minor Arcana. It's also like a wishes granted, prayers answered kind of card, similar to the Star. How awesome is this? Their overall energy before was twin flame, and now it is the Two of Water, a relationship that continues to grow closer, forgiveness, and the positive resolution of a conflict. Very nice. It's the Six of Water, memories from your history or childhood, issues regarding children and romanticizing the past. So we did see children pop up. That can, for me, and the Seven of Water can represent, all water cards or cups cards can represent children, but for particularly often the 6, the 10, the Ace, the 3, at least for me. It just can be, you know, issues regarding children, somebody's child. I mean, again, that's why that young male popped up, because I heard that afterwards. That additional meaning for that young male. But it can also like reflect us, and a lot of times I see like siblings and stuff when I see the Six of Water, friends from our childhood. Again, maybe a toxic friend, karmic friend. Looks like that may have been an issue or may be an issue for one or both of you. But this is also like a past life relationship card and soulmate card. So we're starting out with the Two of Water and the Six of Water. You know, that's what I think of first, that it has to do with the two of you. And another Emperor with Archangel Michael this time. Organization and logic, structure and discipline, leadership. This is like him getting his life together. And again, if he was on some sort of substance or had some other sort of codependent behavior, because I'm not sure if I'm remembering that or if it was coming or both. In any case, this is, you know, like whipping yourself into shape, or the Emperor will whip you into shape. Again, represents for me the planet Mars. So Scorpio, he might have some Scorpio in him. Scorpio or Aries. And Mars is actually, or it could just be because you could be getting this water because Mars the actual planet, the red planet, is in Scorpio right now. So that can be another reason why this would show up. Also, other fire signs other than Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, and this can be someone's father too. So sitting here underneath the Six of Water, we'll see what else comes up when we pick up more cards. But let's say that this could be his father and he could be the child. Or he could be a father and his children are somehow impactful upon the situation and of course him. In his subconscious, the Five of Water, things not turning out the way you'd hoped, not seeing the positive in the situation, and crying over spilled milk. So like the fact that these three are lost. Let's say there is a friend, you know, a few friends of which you have to let go, not realizing that you still got this bestie here, you know, and that I wouldn't be, you've still got essentially the Two of Water, right? So you're doing a hell of a lot better than a lot of people. And guess what's underneath that when I picked it up? The Four of Air. So this is the card I was talking about before. Time to rest or take a vacation. Allow more time before making a decision. Meditation may provide answers. So I think that that is through what he is going, and that's what that short-term heartache and that karmic card that sat next to it, the brunette female, meant for me when I picked it up. Okay. Feminine, the High Priestess with Archangel Haniel. Listen to your intuition, have patience, and consider carefully what you want before acting. The High Priestess for me represents the sign of Gemini or a water sign. Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer. She is extremely intuitive and can be kind of secretive too, keeping things to herself. Not in a malicious way, like caution. Exercising caution is what she does. She's surrounded by the Four of Water. The feminine is surrounded by the Four of Water. Missing an opportunity, discontentment, or boredom. Open your eyes to the possibilities. And wow. It is that need to be more social again, too. In the feminine subconscious, the Three of Water, a celebration, a wedding, graduation, or a birth announcement, and the need to have more fun. Crowning, ego, or the devil in the tarot, which does represent the sign of Capricorn. Yet again, more Capricorn energy coming through. A false sense of entrapment. So this could be the codependent behavior that I was talking about, but it's like between both of you. So you may have some of your own. Being overly focused on material things. Maybe that's another reason why money kept popping up. It may be an actual issue. You may have negative ties to money. And or other negative or fear-based thoughts. Even prideful thoughts. That just came to me. Somebody like, well, that's what ego, I guess, essentially would mean. Like somebody's got too much pride and they need to let go of it. At the root, the Eight of Earth, skilled work is rewarded. Learning all there is to know about a topic and maybe even going back to school. So maybe brushing up on something. And at the heart of this can be about the union too. Like, or your own individual lives, putting effort in, you're getting rewarded. The heart of the matter, strength with Archangel Ariel, great inner strength. Release harsh judgments, instead exercise some forgiveness and compassion. Strength represents the sign of Leo or other fire sign yet again. So we've seen a lot of fire too here. A lot of Aries, a lot of Mars in general. And in fact, it's sitting here next to the Emperor, this strength card. Sagittarius in the first spread. There's a lot of passion, right? Burning and showing up here. I'm going to add to these, beginning with soulmate. Yes, this is your soulmate. The romance angels. And opening again to children. Your love life is being affected by children. Children. And past life relationship. You've known each other before. Children. New love. A new person has stirred your romantic feelings. Your new person, of course, can be your old person. And it would appear that it is in this case. And that can be taking, like, for example, taking us back to that mature card. Like, I've grown, I've changed, I'm a different person. You understand? Children back. And release your ex. Toxic friend, perhaps. This time has come to clear your energy. Or maybe father or mother of, your child's parent, other parent. So, for you, if you're father of your children, toxic, karmic tie cord, negative cords of emotion, and or other energetic cords still holding you, still need to be cut. Or in his case, especially again with him here having the 6 of water. And that 6 of water sitting next to the devil. Children, one more. Reconciliation. Someone from your past is returning to your life. And that's what it looked like when that plane was facing the direction toward the feminine's card in the second spread. Reconciliation. Now at the top, I'm going to cut on that happy note. Raphael is outside. I guess he's waiting for me to acknowledge him. Because I keep hearing it and then it like pauses, it goes silent, and then I hear it again. That is an alarm. Past life relationship is back. You've known each other before. Overall energy is heart-to-heart conversations. Honestly discuss your feelings with each other. This can be another meaning of release your ex as well. Atop the 6 of water. Stay optimistic about your love life. Positive thinking and faith will bring you romance. So again, the 6 of water can indeed represent a soulmate relationship. And that can be about what she's thinking and maybe some negative thoughts. Again, with this sitting next to the devil, it can mean negative thoughts are coming into play. And the romance angels show up to say, no, don't do that. Stay optimistic. Atop the Emperor. And getting life together is forgiving and learning. As you release and heal the past, you experience more love in your present moments, right? Organizing one's life definitely involves forgiving and learning. Atop the 5 of water. Free yourself from like this connection to these 3, this codependent connection to these 3 that's spilled. And like wake up and realize that you have these 2. It's time to take back control of your life. This can be, especially now that it's sitting here underneath the forgiving and learning, it's saying to me like, it's a focus on like time that was lost. And it's saying free yourself from that. Like forgive yourself for whatever you were doing in that time that took your focus away from life being organized and other things that were more important. And like let your go, like free your mind, basically, and the rest will follow. Free yourself from you. And that can be another meaning for the divine masculine in the second spread, where I say he was like standing in his own way. Like he could be holding himself back with all the blame and the guilt. Free yourself from that. From, self-blame and forgive you also. And just learn from the experiences and move on. You can't keep harping on like old stuff. All right. Atop the High Priestess. Soulmate. Yes. this is your soulmate. So like if you're getting to, if you get into these places, and then we all do, so I'm sure you do, where you like wonder, is it not? It's like, pay attention to your intuition. Like, you know already, yes, this is your soulmate. Atop the 4 of water. Love yourself first. Your self-respect makes you more romantically attractive. So where you may be like bored of the union or not like it, it not coming together and all of that, rather than sit around and be upset about it and bored and annoyed and over it, what your time would be better spent with you putting your energy into yourself and, like loving you, being your own friend, healing yourself. Atop the 3 of water. Separation. Time apart from your partner is on the horizon. And again, this can be a child's other parent. And or somebody who is actually a water sign, perhaps. Because I'm actually like feeling water with this. Also, a happier meaning is, it's similar to the masculine, and like you got to free your mind too. Like you've been restrictive of, this is like doubt. And it's sitting here underneath this 4 of water too. So you got to free yourself of like, nothing's good is going to come of this. Nothing good ever happens to me. Oh, woe is me. I'm bored. I'm stuck. I don't know what to do. That's like a mental prison. You got to free yourself as well. Similar to the masculine. Here, a top ego or the devil is past life relationship. You've known each other before. So the 2 of you are feeling tied to old and toxic and perhaps codependent situations from which you need to free yourself. Yours is crossing this love yourself first, because again, you need to stop like living and or loving for other people, including your children. Sometimes we try to maintain a relationship of a particular nature with their other parent, and sometimes it just doesn't work, and we have to actually like go to family court and have things be stipulated for us. Yes, it's unfortunate, it's sad, but sometimes we have to do that because we have to otherwise cut the cords that are holding us back and holding them back. Like everybody deserves to be free and to live the rest of their days in peace. For the masculine, this past life relationship is crossing this forgiving and learning, and the getting of the life together, which is again right atop the free yourself. So this is a karmic situation for him. This is a karmic situation for you. Both of you need to work on them, free yourselves from them, cut the cords, so that you can go on with your life again in a more peaceful and healthy manner. Here atop the 8 of earth. Let your friends help you. Ask for and accept support from others. So for me, this tends to be angels, but I am getting somebody that can teach you something. I don't know if it's an actual vocation. I think you may have 3D people in your lives, both of you, that, from whom you can actually learn something. Maybe how to forgive yourself, how to put yourself first, how to prioritize. They've done it already, and you can, they can lead by example, especially crossing the emperor, which is about leadership. At the heart of the matter, atop the strength, deception. Someone is wearing a false self mask in this relationship. I think it's the 2 of you. And this same kind of thing, like you don't realize that it's you that's blocking you from moving on, you know, from moving forward in both cases. But that can be fixed. You know what? I'm tempted to look for the, I already laid some cards here for the advice, but I'm tempted to look for the next upright card for this. New love. So part of the deception is that you can't, again, like this is stay optimistic, like you can't have a future, like it's ruined. You're wrong about that. And it sits here for you next to the love yourself first, similar to this, like if nothing's, and which is atop the 4 of water. If nothing's happening, it's because you haven't completely healed you yet. I do feel there's been progress from wherever you started. Like, you know, you have moved forward from whence you came, which is awesome. There's been growth. There's been maturity. There's been, you know, spiritual enlightenment. But there's still some cords. There's still some toxicity. And these I use so much. I'll give them a quick. Now I'm opening to this gossip. It's probably has something to do with the deception, fun times, and the spiritual growth yet again. We were just talking about all that. Fun times and brunette female. So that karmic energy again. You see it's opposite the fun times. That's this. That's you holding yourself back there. Fun times and the dark male. Fun time. I'll go one more. Beauty queen. Fun times back yet again. We'll give it a cut. Ice Queen now. This is very Venus for me. Venus also in Sagittarius right now. There's a couple of things. I went over what was in Capricorn. There's a couple of things in Sagittarius too. Venus, one of them, and she will remain there until Christmas Day, the 25th. And the overall energy is dating queen. Could certainly be connected to karmic soulmates, karmic issues. That's 7 of water and other choices, other options. Head in the clouds. Wow, they're making it simple for me though. To the masculine, they simply say freedom. Okay, he's already got this, free yourself, and now freedom, which again, I think he's doing in his defense. So he needs to keep working on that. And for you, travel. You may actually be traveling. This could be, you know, a literal card of movement. And this is holiday time. But it is coming through more metaphorical for me, that there will be movement in areas that have been stagnant in your life, including perhaps the two of you getting together in like physical 3D contact. Masculine's still worried though. Again, he needs to be optimistic. He's a little worried, maybe lacking sleep as a result of that worry. So he needs to free himself again from his own mind. You know, they just reconfirm, they reiterate basically what we see in earlier situations. For you, the hermit, there needs to be some going within, maybe so you can work on learning to love yourself first. Remember I said I thought there was like somebody, there's actual learning here. I guess it still could be the angels. They still could be your friends teaching you to actually learn how to love yourself or to guide you. Archangel Raphael could be doing it. The Hermit. Spend time in quiet meditation, spiritual teachings, self-discovery. I always say like you're your own student and teacher when this card shows up. It represents the sign of Virgo or other earth sign like Capricorn or Taurus, of course. And lastly, from the romance angels to the masculine chemistry, there's a strong magnetic attraction here. And for you, codependency, addictions are affecting your romantic life. So again, this is going to be what you want to go within about and to free yourself from. And I just like to look again at just curious. Also, express your love. Go ahead and make the romantic gesture. So that release your ex. As I was saying, it could have a dual meaning. Part of it can be expression. That may, in fact, be the case for you. And which could be another reason why Virgo showed up. Again, it wasn't so easy to express certain things up until today when Mercury is completely direct. So now could be the time to go ahead and go for it. I hope that you enjoy your reading and you find it helpful, dear. Namaste, Angel.